Endeavor is a global nonprofit, right? And it's an impact organization that works to identify the highest potential founders in emerging markets, and then the best businesses being built by those founders.
Look, a lot of people have tried to build founder communities, and many of them have been able to do it successfully in their small localities. So if you go to Silicon Valley, if you look at First Round, they have an excellent community. What the achievement of Endeavor has been that over the years and decades, they have been able to truly connect founders across countries and across borders, and that's very, very rare.
I lead expansion at Endeavor, so I think a lot of times I'm the first person in the market. I'm the first person that gets to meet with potential board members, potential entrepreneurs, trying to judge, is now the right time for Endeavor to enter this market?
It's been on the map for 5 years. I was really inspired 4 years ago about the potential. We've been actively working on it probably for about 2 years, and here we are, officially launching Endeavor in Pakistan.
Endeavor, we don't see ourselves as, hey, let's set up a branch of Endeavor in Pakistan, which is one perspective that one could take. But what we're basically saying is, let's feel responsible for building this ecosystem.
Just by creating this generation of success stories that we're going to work on building here, I think we will attract more what I call smart, connected capital to this market.
The Endeavor Network can also inspire these entrepreneurs, because when you see big things, bold things being done by others around the world, you also start to think a little bit bigger than you may start doing when you're in the trenches solving problems day to day.
We have a network of over 8,000 sector experts, industry experts, vertical experts, functional experts globally.
And when you grow this network, this community really around the world, because it is a community, a global community of successful founders that really care about supporting each other first, and the support organization that sits behind them all and helps them connect, that's powerful.
We have unicorn founders. We have founders who built over 100 million, 200, 300, $500 million companies in every large, emerging and developed market in the world.
Every startup, they initially start with finding product market fit. Then at some point they have to scale. And as they have to scale, they have to learn a lot of new skills. They have to figure out how to hire at a different velocity. They have to figure out how to build management teams. They have to figure out product-led growth. And in all of those things, you have to either learn it by yourself, by making mistakes, or you can go and talk to people and learn from their experience.
At a certain stage, you're not looking for money. You're looking for someone to give you a sanity check on how they've been able to become a more capitally efficient and efficient growth enterprise.
So a lot of stuff that we are doing in Pakistan has been done elsewhere in the world, right? So the Endeavor, for example, Endeavor operates in a lot of emerging markets, LATAM, Africa, etc.
What we're building is nothing necessarily unique. Businesses like ours have been built in different pockets in the world.
For example, we have a similar company as us in South America called Rappi, which is made about 100, or there's 100 people Rappi Mafia. So you can imagine कि उन लोगों से सीख के हमें क्या मिल सकता है. Those founders have made billions and billions of dollars of companies. So for us to just even talk to them and spend some time with them and learning is, we can't ask for anything better.
The biggest upside is just identifying mistakes that the others made and then they can avoid, one. And two, also figuring out what is it that worked in that market, and the entrepreneurs can figure out whether that can work here and whether it's worth trying.
And the network of people who've sort of done the 0 to 1 scale, who've gone through those challenges of building companies, fundraising for companies, going through different economic cycles.
Just hearing that when it's coming from someone else who has been able to build a successful business it's almost like gold.
I think that is as valuable, if not more, than the capital that we need from outside.
For the things that we are doing and the challenges that we have, there is really not much people that we can get advice from.
It's hard to be the first. and you're really growing something new. And so if you can connect with another emerging market founder and learn from them, it doesn't feel so lonely. And so I think after 25 years, that's probably the most powerful thing that Endeavor has done.
This network of founders, experts, board members that make up the various offices all around the world, their only mission is to give back to the community. And this network of people are always available for Endeavor entrepreneurs to tap into.
Fundamentally, Endeavor is about the entrepreneurs and about the people. So in some ways, it's one of the most important things we can do is make sure that the people we bring into this network really are the high potential, high caliber, high impact, sort of individuals that we're looking for.
And we put them through a very rigorous selection process that we've kind of mastered and specialized in over the last 25 years in over 40 emerging markets. And through that selection process, we try to weed out those that are the best from the rest.
Entrepreneurs for us are not just any entrepreneurs. There are three aspects that we typically look at. One is the entrepreneur in terms of their ability to really give back to the ecosystem and really pay it forward. Take Mudassir for example, the anchor that he built and the spawns that he created from Kareem. That's the entrepreneurs that we're looking for, who are able to give back and really inspire others to do bigger things.
Actually, at Endeavor, we say that the process is a service in itself, because once a company joins or once a company is joining, they're actually getting access to a lot of mentors and feedback, even if they don't make it.
We have a very interesting democratized process of due diligence, which is a combination of mentorship for the founders so that there's always feedback in any interview or assessment. But that feedback is there to help the founder either personally in their narrative, in their speech, in their attitude, in their approach, or professionally or operationally directly related to their business, right? If there's any gaps identified in that business when assessing it, that feedback is given to the founder so that they may improve.
And frankly, one of the reasons we take it seriously and there's such a rigorous kind of due diligence process is this is not a 6-month accelerator program. It's not a 3-week trip to somewhere, right? This is a lifetime bet that we're going to make on an individual. And since I've now worked at Endeavor for almost 17 years, I can tell you some amazing stories of people where we bet on them in their first company. And then whether they sold it or it failed or whatever happened, then they started a second company and a third company. And Endeavor followed them through every part of that journey.
Endeavor has selected its first entrepreneurs from Pakistan, and they are Hamza and Saad from Bazaar. And they're just incredible founders. And their office was so energizing to see. They brought everybody into one room and then the people on Zoom from their Karachi office, and just the questions, the caliber of questions, the discussion, just really felt part of something big. And it's a tough time, and I know it's tough, and I know we've seen startups go out of business, and there will be more. But Bazaar's got a great team, and it just gives you hope for the future. They can ride this out. They can have that long-term view.
Great to mention one fact, that as a non-profit, rules-based fund and organization that only cares to impact and grow the best entrepreneurs, we don't have issues with conflict. So as we've selected Bazaar today, tomorrow we can select different competitive businesses in the same market, whether it's Tajir or Retailo or Dastgir, doesn't matter. Because for us, we're trying to scale the best companies, and we've seen in enough markets that large markets like Pakistan don't just have one winner. There's 3, 4, 5 winners, because the market size and population set is so large that each platform can have 3, 4 million people and start maximizing wallet share.
It really does feel like now is a great time to start building those networks, start building that, what we like to call big bubbles, right? The entrepreneurs who are going to grow their businesses and produce alumni, produce mentees, investees even, who will grow on to become that next generation of Pakistani founders.